Hi everyone, Angela here. These small lined triangular pyramid zipper pouches are a great scrap busting project. Also called a tetrahedron, you can cut your squares in any size. I'm cutting these 4 3/4 inches. To give the pouch some shape, I'm using extra loft fusible fleece. You can also use fusible interfacing or batting. Cut out 2 pieces the same size. With the glue side up, place the wrong side of the outer fabrics on top and press together. I'm using a Teflon pressing sheet so that the glue doesn't stick to my iron. Now put them right sides together and clip one side. Next, put the lining pieces right sides together, and on the right side, mark 1 1/4 inches down from the top and up from the bottom. We'll leave an opening between these 2 marks. I'm using the Juki TL-2010Q sewing machine. The link for this and the tools I use are down in the description below. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, click the link for Echidna Sewing and Juki Junkies for North America. Using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, stitch the outer layers together, backtacking at the start and finish. For the lining, backtack to start, stitch to that first mark, backtack, skip over to the second mark, backtack, and then stitch to the end and backtack to finish. For both the outer and lining piece, separate the seams and press flat. For the opening, I'm using a size 3 dress zipper. You can also use a heavier zipper with the longer pull and coil teeth. Cut the zipper 1 inch longer than the fabric at each end. Remove the slider and put aside, and then separate the zipper in 2. On one of the pieces, carefully cut a couple of stitches between the zipper teeth and the tape. Loosen up the stitches from the top of the teeth and see if it unravels easily. If it doesn't, repeat on the other end. The stitching should unravel easily and the coil teeth comes right off. Remove the stitching from the other side and you're left with a nice clean piece of tape. Use this for the loops. Alternatively, you can use fabric or ribbon. I'm just going to use a contrast piece of tape. Cut a piece 4 inches long and another one 2 inches long. Fold the longer piece in half, matching the ends, and then place on the edge of the outer fabric right in the center of the seam. Lower your needle through all the layers and carefully tack in place. Trim the threads and then make sure the seam is right in the middle. With teeth side down, center the zipper tape onto the fabric, matching the edges, and clip in place. Now sew a holding stitch 1/8 inch from the edge. Place this on top of the lining with right sides together, match the center seams and edges, then clip in place. With the lining on the bottom, stitch across again with the edge of the presser foot right against the teeth, backtacking at the start and finish. Separate the fabric and pull taut, then press the seams away from the zipper. If you're finding this video helpful, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave a comment below. Flip over so that the lining is facing up, then fold down both sides of the zipper to the middle so that the ends at the bottom are even and the middle of the zipper folds to a point at the top. Clip in place and then trim the bottom of the zipper so that both sides are even. On one side, cut away 1/2 inch of the teeth. Making sure to keep the ends of the zipper tape even, carefully install the slider. It should zip up to a point in the middle. Carefully turn the pouch so that the back is out of the way. Fold the shorter piece of tape in half, center onto the zipper along the bottom, and tack close to the edge. Trim away the excess tape, open up the zipper, and then separate the layers of the pouch. Match the sides of the pouch and clip if you need to. At the top, fold down the seam allowance along the stitch line. Using a 1/4-inch seam allowance, stitch across, back tacking at the start and finish, then repeat on the other side. Trim both corners on an angle, making sure not to cut the stitching. Open up both sides at the bottom so that the seams are in the middle. Match the seams in the center and clip across. Using a 1/4-inch seam allowance, stitch through all the layers, back tacking at the start and finish. Turn everything into the lining and push the fabric away from the opening. Match the folded edges of the opening together, then starting from the bottom, edge stitch it close, back tacking at the start and finish. Turn right side out and then use a point turner or a knitting needle to carefully poke out the corners. Use this to store your ear pods, your loose change, or fill it up with goodies to give as a cute little gift. Add a carabiner hook to hang and show off your unique little pouch. Make sure to check out some of my other videos. Thanks again for watching. Take care and happy sewing.